Well, people, it seems to be official. After a very many different talking and many different more speculating, this chapter outright confirms it. Free chapter until the end of Shokugeki no Soma. Well, I do have to... What are my thoughts on that? Well, as you all know, most of my reviews of Shokugeki no Soma has been nothing but rants. So, for me, unfortunately, this will not affect me completely. What I'm more lamenting about this that I just couldn't enjoy this arc. It was wasted to me. You can disagree with me all you want, anyone who is watching this, but for me, it was just completely and utterly wasted. There was so much potential for Shokugeki no Soma. I mean, it's Shinki's family, Megami's family, the little side characters, other side characters coming back. So much potential. And it all went down the drain. So I have to be both arrogant and sad at this. Arrogant and a little bit of a bully by saying, huh, and you, well, I pity those that really do still enjoy it. Although still I'll have to have my emotion and say, well, if it's ending now, that is too bad. But even you have to admit that what is happening was not to everyone's liking. So if it's really ending in 3 chapters, well, sorry, we'll see the moments. But I think I can sit back and watch and review the last 3 chapters of it. I came this far after all, the angry anime fan, and this is chapter 313 of Shokugeki no Soma. Mana explains why she's saying don't misunderstand. It certainly is, this was perfectly good, but it was also a dish never seen before on this earth. As Soma is saying that even though it triggered the stripping and bursting, you sure are a greedy one. And then she has the nerve to call him, stop being so conceited. You are the conceited one, Mana! Is the fact that she even says that with only a dish of only this level, I could with weight of walking forward for months surpass it. That's rich coming from a lady who cannot even eat anymore! So either way, our next one is a dish never seen before in this world. But Erina still hasn't really been more at depressed. You can deny with me all you want, but this is an extremely bad way to end Erina's character. There were some who defended Erina when she suddenly started to become more of an ice queen and all that, very depressed and all that stuff. Like she still had the way to stand up to herself, and but I'm not agreeing with that. This is an Erina that we have never seen before. Well, we did see her a little bit when she was with Asashi, but this time it's more emotionally conflicted. She knows what she wants to do, but she also feels like she can't do it. She wants to do it because it's she wants to prove to her mother that she is who she is, but she also wants to prove to her parents that I will not be defeated by the storm. So she has conflicted emotions. When in Sashi, she just didn't know if what it was right and wrong. So yes, I can understand why she is like this, but I also just can admit that it's so... It's both tragic in an emotional value and in a oh give me a break scenario. And Soma at the evening even stares at the palace where Mana is there. Because I'm pretty sure that he understands that what Mana is looking for is not a dish never seen before in this world. It is a dish of something that she has never seen before in this world. She's a greedy and perfectly arrogant one. Even though the next day it starts, at long last, the Erina versus Soma fight. With the sole judge is going to be Mana. And a dish never seen before. As the cooking begins, Erina cooks, but she is she's cooking in a very disoriented way until actually Soma tastes something of it and even says it's a boring cooking. If you keep kicking with that kind of face, you feel like you won't be able to win. That's the only thing he says, so he will bring it all. He's basically saying to Irina, snap out of it and just cook the way you wanted to cook. Elsewhere, the son-in-law Asashi and Simon all stares at the match, as Asashi mentions that that his gourmet plan was a failure. Now things really get a little bit strange. That, as you all know, once Asashi accused Simon of having picked the Jewel generation, and we have never really known what Simon's plans ever were. But this seems to imply that even he had a secret plan all along. The only difference is we do not know yet if this was for the sake of Naikiri family or if this was for the sake of something else. Because it actually says that Asashi asks Simon if everything was a success on your end. And he says that I don't know yet, but everything will become clear in this match. The plan I wrote behind the scenes, the Jewel regeneration plan will be accomplished. And that is it. I mean, while Simon was a strict and only shown kindness to people that truly showed skill, it is worth noting though that this seems a little bit sinister in nature. What kind of plan was the Jewel regeneration? It seemed at first that plan was for Irina to have her heart open, and that seemed to work. But now it seems to imply that it's for an even greater reason. Again, he almost wants to see Mana again, but he hasn't. Is it possible that Jewel generation has all of these plans, including making Irina a better person, making Asashi see a different light, and perhaps even admitting to Mana that you have become too arrogant with your curse? Is all of this Jewel generation plan a way for the Naikiri family to be free from the curse of the God's tongue? Or the curse of the cooking world? Is all of that have been a plan all along? I have no freaking idea, but honestly I do not care. What I do care about a little bit is that, yes, it seems to imply that it's going to end in 3 chapters. And if that's the case, well, then I guess I will have to review the rest of the chapters. But I find it very hard to believe that a match will just end in 3 chapters. But, again, it's not surprising if this manga is ending. It's a loss, but even those that have still been die-hard fans of Shokugeki no Soma, even you people have to admit that you had to see this coming. I know, you can say the same to me once my favorite mangas get cancelled. But I'm a paranoid guy. I always believe my favorite mangas is going to be cancelled. I was so upset that so many Shonen Jump new mangas never got a chance of serialization. And the only one who got a chance was Chainsaw Man. I wanted to see Higuma or Neolation get serialization, but no, they just didn't. So you people, or whatever who is still a fan of even this arc, have to admit that this is not a surprise. But you can give me a fuss if you have any.